Hello, hello, hello. Welcome home and welcome to base. Super, super glad to have you on today. I'm going to start with a little intro video and then we'll get to it. All right, that is our community created intro by Toph B. Go follow him if you aren't already. Let's begin by why don't you tell us who you are, what you're building, and why you're here today on home base?
All right, thank you, Luciano, for getting me here. Yeah, it
Of
was
course.
very quick like invite, but I appreciate that. Like I was always interested to share my project. It was started like 2 months ago, but I think it can grow a little bit faster by now, and we want to have the whole community to like support and contribute to the whole project. I suppose. Um, yeah, let's get into what I'm building. So yeah, we have some like smart people. The idea was started from the OG of Ethereum itself. Um, so he decided to use like this his oracles to make something very meaningful. So what I meant by something is this project is like want to make blind signing that is you sign some bytecode on a hardware wallet, and then you going we want to make it clear sign, which is you understand what you are really signing. So that was a problem in the past and currently, where people just sign whatever they see on the hardware wallet screen, and we want to solve that basically.
Yeah, yeah. I think we should get started by talking about how you even began working on this project. So it's a very cool story about how you were working at a hackathon, and somebody very special in the ecosystem suggested this might be something important to tackle, and so that's exactly what you guys decided to do is tackle this problem. You created a very special solution, and of course, one of the keys to the solution is doing a shitload of BD, but we'll get to that. So why don't we start a little bit about how you got started working on this project?
So we met on Discord because we wanted to find a team for the hackathon, and then
Classic. Which hackathon was
actually,
it, by the way?
yeah, actually, it was some kind of talent, because the one who is like recruiting our on our behalf, because I w- I'm also like have some experience with the blockchain, and there's also one person who is like the mastermind of this whole project. He have been like working with smart contracts on Bitcoin, even on Bitcoin before Ethereum has even launched yet. So that was very interesting to me. So that's what got me started to join the whole team. And then we were like, eventually it kind of worked out. We worked out building on the East Global Taipei hackathon, and we didn't even win anything, sadly, but it was very good, like
But
starting
it was
point.
the beginning of something very
Yeah,
special, not
yeah,
every
actually we
hackathon needs
got
to be one.
the actual like thing that we keep us going. It was the actual good feedback, like we
Mm.
actually were solving real problems, and that's what get we get we going until now. And yeah, it's still in the early phase, and if you're watching here, you can be like the very early community, and this is actually the first time I'm sharing this with you guys. So yeah, it's very like, yeah, it's very early. Like
Very
super early, like I mean it by like I really mean it.
Literally, I mean, pre-community and everything.
Yeah, yeah, everything.
So, I remember you telling me there was somebody very special at the hackathon that suggested this might be something interesting to work on, and
Uh,
have they since been supporting you?
yeah, we got we are getting advice from him until now, until and like further continuing building the project. That's a very like good support, and I think he also wanted to support us like continuously because he also uses the like we integrate it with his like protocol.
Mm.
So I think it's a mutual benefit. Plus, with his experience and all, I think um yeah, we can go even further than just like clear signing. Maybe some more use cases in the future. I think he has all the like ideas that
Would you like to share
eventually
who
come
that
out
is?
in, yeah.
Would you like to share who that person is, perhaps, with the
Yeah,
audience?
yeah, we can share. Like his name is wait, let me search this actual thing. I want to pronounce it correctly. Um,
I do think it's a key supporter in the ecosystem, because I mean this is a sort of problem that is very hard to solve because of the amount of community support that you need, and the fact that you already have like core Ethereum people that are supporting you on this is what will drive it home. I want to get next into what the problem is for everyone who's watching. So let's talk a little bit about what that problem is, how you came to understand it, and then maybe what some big examples of why this is a problem.
yeah, first thing, like the person who I mentioned was Edgar. He has been like talking about Ethereum like the whole time, like 10 years now. So yeah,
Very long time.
he's one of the person who like found Ethereum at the very first place. Um, then how we like encounter the problem because yeah, your question about how we encounter the problem and
Mm.
why we want to solve it. It's actually because Bybit got hacked, and that was the most like biggest like incident that we have in the past. Like there's also some similar patterns. Like it always these some similar patterns that we got hacked, and then there was like actual no solution yet. But actually, it we already have the solution. We just need to like join forces and get together, and then we can get the product eventually, like very very soon. um so that's what we wanted to have, like the main goal of our project, to get the community together, and then by establishing a very like nurtured and good community, and eventually we can get all of this decentralized, and we can like even even if we get to the point of decentralized itself, it's the whole benefit of understanding the whole like idea of decentralization itself beyond Ethereum. I think it's like bigger than just like making clear sign. It's making the whole community understand what decentralization really is. It's a very good um another point of view if you want to see that way.
So you're like you see it as like decentralizing signing almost.
Yeah, that's the main goal of our project. Eventually, if you want to say that.
So, one of the biggest problems with blind signing, I think we have recently seen one of those issues. Would you like to go into like the Bybit hack and how exactly blind signing was one of the main issues there?
Um,
And how
yeah,
exactly your solution might solve this?
I'm not going to like deep dive technically, like
Yeah,
as
no
after
need to
what.
dive like too deep. Yeah, just surface level.
Yeah, at the surface level, like the hack was not actually in the smart contract logic itself, but it's it was like a JavaScript file that inhabits inside the safe server. So when like Ben from Bybit, he wanted to sign that. The safe UI actually turns the actual like on the computer screen, it sounds correct, like it looks correct.
Mhm.
But when he tried to sign it, it actually shows up
Was
as
not
a
correct.
showed up as a another like replace this contract with another contract and then send it to this like hackers contract,
Mhm.
and then he just signed it without validating it is correct or not.
And he signed it because he had blind signing enabled.
Yeah, eventually that was the problem. Yeah.
And so on a technical level, like maybe it's helpful for the audience to understand like what exactly blind signing is in that moment. So if it's since he has blind signing enabled, how is that the issue?
Yeah, the main issue is um like blind signing or clear signing. It will not actually prevent you from like at the end level sign the malicious contract or getting your like money stolen. But with blind signing, you don't know what you're signing, so you have to like the worst case is you have to eyeball every bytecode that you will see on the ledger screen or hardware screen. And eventually, if you miss one or two lines of code, and then that may be the like the reason that your money gets stolen in the first place. So we don't want that to happen. And with clear signing, you can like see clearly what you are actually signing, like what address you're giving to, and which amount. And and you can like prevent some like accidents, like you don't want to send this like to this address, but like
And the
you don't
reason
see
this
it.
is the reason this is possible with clear signing is because you specifically are creating like a new UI for signing, right? Where I guess my question for you is how are there no holes in clear signing as well? Like if you create a new UI for what you're creating, and is there a way for a malicious actor to then change like that UI specifically in the same way they are? Well, I guess they aren't really changing the UI for blind signing, but um, maybe you can't prevent it perhaps, but I guess it makes it more clear if that is what's happening.
Yeah, we can get like a little bit more technical into it, but the fundamental level is because hardware wallets because what we want with hardware wallet is to prevent any hacks with the UI.
Mhm.
So they actually made the like the inside of the inside specs of hardware wallets to be very minimal. Like if you're using your computer or like smartphones, they are like very complex, and there are many factors that the UI will get hacked by malware. But by using a like simplified hardware wallets, you actually prevent all the attack vectors
Mm,
from hackers. That's actually like the fundamental why you are actually want to use a hardware wallets.
right. And so when you're so like let's say I'm using Ledger and I right now I have blind signing enabled, right? So if clear signing becomes a standard that like Ledger adopts, will there do you think that they'll like unadopt blind signing perhaps? And like the only option for you who as a Ledger user will be to use like clear signing specifically? Is that
Um,
like the best case scenario?
and can you rephrase the question back? I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so I lost it
No,
though.
no, no, no problem at all. So right now, as a Ledger user, I have blind signing enabled, right?
Yeah.
In the future, do you expect Ledger to adopt clear signing and no longer give people the option to do blind signing?
Um,
What is best
actually,
case scenario for you, and
the
what do you think
best
is
case
best case scenario for the team?
scenario is you have the option to use blind signing itself and also clear signing for the for the normal users who don't want to make mistakes from clear signing.
So you think
Uh,
it's a
uh,
like a good idea to continue to allow blind signing?
yeah, it's actually a good way because like with clear signing itself is not 100% like safe.
You
It's
still have
there
to
for
do
a start,
your due
and
diligence.
the clear signing metadata is also we cannot like guarantee 100% reliable, but that's another topic that we can discuss.
Yeah,
Yeah. So we also we always have the option of, to like blind signing, or some like sophisticated developers who want to actually see the bytecode itself. So that's a useful feature for them.
I see. Okay,
So I think we can have both blind signing and clear signing in the future.
got it. Got it. And what kind of users do you see like using blind signing? What kind of users do you see using clear signing? Like for example, like you would assume Ben from Bybit to like only use clear signing.
Yeah.
But like someone like yourself, maybe somebody who's new to crypto, just got their hardware wallet, you would say like just use blind signing.
Um. Actually, it's the opposite for new users. Um. Yeah, we recommend clear signing if we get like decentralized enough. We get all the clear signing metadata
Mm.
to be used correctly and not abused by anyone. And then we can use everyone can use everyone can use clear signing reliably, and I think that's a useful features and a net value to the whole ecosystem.
So at the end of the day, like who would you see continuing to use blind signing?
Yeah. For that question, yeah, for smart contract developers, yeah, everyone who is get used to blind signing and they have no problem using blind sign, they can still use blind signing.
But in theory, right? Like nobody has had a blind signing. Like nobody's had a problem with blind signing like until they do, right? Like
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like but I mean, I guess your point is you can still have the same problem with clear signing if you're not doing your due diligence.
Yeah, that's the whole point. Like
Like clear signing in theory just makes it easier for you to do your due diligence.
yeah, that's the that's the like the final endpoint that that the responsibility is up to you when you approve what you are signing, and we
Right,
want
right.
to really help you to actually not making that mistake of not validating what you are eyeballing all the time.
Not your keys, not your coins, not your signer, and also not your
Mm,
coins.
yeah, plus that. We can add that.
I love that. All right, so where can people go to learn more about clear signing and what you're building?
Yeah, actually Cursine is already developed by Ledger, so you can access all the documentations by Ledger, and they have some tools, but not really polished yet. But
Hmm.
it is still useful, and we already developed like before the builder for the metadata itself, so you can try to submit yourself and see how it looks like on the maybe the ledger UI. And yeah.
Amazing. And does Kaisign, etc., have a website or a Twitter, or where would you like people? Maybe we even just give people your Twitter so they can follow you along for the process.
Yeah, currently we have a let me share
Yeah, if you'd like to
um
share your screen as well, feel free.
okay,
Just make sure there's no seed phrases laying around.
no, no. um Let me just share here. It's
Mhm.
t.me slash kaisign, like KAISIGN. It's a Telegram announcement channel, and we will like announce everything there. Uh, do I need to put this on the chat? Or,
You can if you wanna send me the if you wanna send me the link, I can send it into the chat for anyone who wants to join.
yeah. Um. Let's see.
Incredible. It is
Okay.
really, really cool, though. I'm really glad you're building a new standard, to sort of replace, blind signing, especially now that everyone in the ecosystem knows that it's an issue.
Yeah. 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 Do you still have time to like introduce like one of the builders that we are like creating?
Yeah, do you wanna share your screen? You have about, I'd say, 3 minutes.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Let's do it.
Um. Okay.
Alright, I'm adding your screen right now. Alright, now everyone can see your screen.
Yeah. This is how like we imagine how it works. Like this is just like the builder from Ledger actually, but we have upgraded like the networks and all, so you can try that when we announce it. So you can put like
Ah,
all your contract address, and it will eventually show the ledger screen. Like you can try the sample address, for example, and click submit. It's kind of slow right now, but
yeah, I'm really curious. So this is, the UI that you envision.
no, no, it was created on the hackathon, but it looks very nice because one of our guys like very like creative with the UI.
I mean, it does look great. It does look really good, for especially for a hackathon project.
Yeah. It's not going through. Let me like try to like send it again.
Push it through on the back end.
Okay, let's try something again. Great.
Oh,
We have
nice.
the like you can actually see how the ledger screen works in here. Like
Oh, I
I'm
love
trying
that.
sample, like everything is a
Okay,
sample,
that is sick.
and then you can try to like make some intents with your like functions,
Mhm.
like one,
Clear,
and
sign all things.
you put your intents here. Yeah, you can like
Okay,
go
yeah,
on
that is
with the
sick. That is
UI,
actually crazy.
and then you make a review here, and then you can actually see what the ledger screen works. So you can test the metadata beforehand before submitting to the actual contract.
Got it. Got it. Yeah, I mean, so, before we move on to the next session, my last question for you is, how do you exactly see, like, the community adopting this new standard? And, like, I genuinely do think it will replace blind signing to a certain extent.
Yeah.
Like,
Um.
but I mean, it seems like you don't necessarily think it will replace blind signing, it just, like, will be another option for users.
Yeah, I think it will be an added value for someone who is like a power user of the like maybe DeFi or blockchain itself, while using a hardware wallet, because most like hot wallets or extension wallets can be attacked by hackers,
Mm,
like infection by malware or the website itself. There's a lot of like potential dangers out there. So with
yeah.
player signing, yeah, is one layer of safety that you can like adopt and make sure all your assets are safe out there.
Yeah, that makes sense. Um, all right. We have to move on to our next session. But I thank you so much for coming on. I really do appreciate it. This is super, super cool. I love what you're building. Um, and if you need help with anything, just let me know. If you want to come back on Homebase for any reason, especially as you build more out, just let me know. And hopefully we can create this new standard. I'm gonna
Yeah,
send let me send the before you leave, I'm gonna send the Telegram link in the chat for anyone who wants to sort of follow what you're building here.
yeah. Thank you. That helps a lot. Thank you.
Dude, of course, you deserve it. I mean, it's really important what you're building. Um, and if Edmund Edgar thinks so, then of course, we all should be in support. But like I said, this is like really important. I think it's very obvious why, especially after the Bybit hack. So what you're doing is really important, and someone's gonna build it. So I'm glad that it can be you, and I'm glad we can help you bring it to market.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, hopefully if we can grow the community as big as we could and make it very decentralized, we can get clear signing as fast
Hell
as
yeah, you
possible.
already
Yeah.
know. You already know, baby. I just sent the TG in the chat for anyone who is interested.
Yeah.
And next up, we have Vishal. So thank you again for coming on, and we'll see you again soon.
Okay, thank you.
Welcome, sir. Welcome back. Welcome
Hey,
home. Welcome to base.
hey, yeah, great to be here. Thanks for having me on.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Of course, I want to get started with Far Fawcett, but before we do, why don't you just tell the audience who you are and maybe some of the things that you've been building, just as a little intro.
Yeah, Vishal, I've been in the space for about 4 years now. Spent time at Dapper Labs and currently at Magic Link. Professionally, I'm a PM, but being in crypto, I'm always a perennial hacker. And yeah, just been loving being on Farcaster for the last year and a bit, building mini apps and other stuff on the platform.
I'm gonna start by saying I fucking love Far Fawcett, and of course some of the other builds. After we talk about Far Fawcett, I think I'm gonna make you showcase some of your other builds as well. But first, let's just start by having the conversation around like how people can start using this. Of course, like we can demo it in a second, but I'd love just to talk with you a little bit about the vision
Yeah.
and like how we can make it happen.
Yeah, for sure. So the core idea was like, as a developer in the space, I just really hated using faucets. And it's one of those things where you like, you build what like this is the most painful. I have like so many ideas that I always want to mess around with,
Mhm.
but using faucets was always excruciatingly painful. So like sometimes you got to sign up for a service. I understand why companies do it. There's a civil, attacks and all that protection, but
Mhm.
you got to sign up for a service. Or like the most frustrating one for me was like, hey, you need to hold mainnet funds before you can get testnet funds. And I'm like, the whole reason I'm here is to get funds. Like I don't have funds
We're
on my.
tasked that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's too
exactly.
tasked.
Yeah,
Yeah.
or like they'll just make you go through all these hoops. And I don't know. I wanted to build a faucet that actually I thought I could do a better job just because of Farcaster's concept of like the social score, right? If you're trying to protect against bad actors, why not use their NANAR score or something that's a better indicator of whether they're human or not?
Wait, are you currently using Nanar score for people who can use the faucet?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, wait, that's sick as fuck. I thought you were just using like FIDs or something. Like that's actually sick, dude. I did not realize.
Yeah, yeah, it's just a NANAR score, right?
Damn.
The other element here was, hey, even if you are a good actor, you don't want to be having one person drain it all. And so the idea was I built a social feed into the faucet so that, you're like, hey, when I claim, like everybody's gonna see it, so maybe I should use this sparingly. Um,
Damn. Oh, that's sick as fuck. Oh, I love that. Yeah, and I saw that too. I love that there's like a feed and you can see who did it. Like, like Horse Facts and a bunch of other like, super cool forecasters have recently used it. I went to go use it actually before having you on just to test it again, make sure it works, all that. And like saw a bunch of new faces and was like, I fucking love this. Like this is such a great way to just like see who is using not only the faucet but just like using like base Apolia, like maybe even reach out to them, ask them what they're building. Like,
yeah,
hey, like why the fuck are you using this faucet? Like you
exactly.
using the funds for anything cool? Like it's
Yeah,
such a sick experience.
yeah, and the idea is that like because I am not building this on behalf of a company or anything, right? This is just like an independent project.
Right, right.
I do want this to be community owned and operated. kind of like, the inspiration as I was building it was like, oh, it'd be awesome to build a faucet that is like for Farcaster users, like by Farcaster users, to the point where like, maybe the community helps fund this thing, right? In terms of the testnet funds.
Right.
I even went so far as to see like, can I decentralize all of it, to the point where I implemented X402, and I was like, hey, can I make it so like all the API costs are just like totally owned and operated by the community? Unfortunately, that's not in production due to other issues, but that's kind of like the vision for
But
this
is
thing.
it possible?
It is. The user experience was just really bad.
Oh, okay, okay.
X402 was pretty new, and I love the tech, but
Mhm.
it was just way too slow.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's one of those things where just like you kind of have to wait until it's ready, ready for
Yeah,
consumer level experience. But also if like, you know, people are if it's more like developers using it, and might be able to get through some of that friction. Like they might not care as much.
yeah.
But of course, like still want to make it as simple as possible.
I mean, kind of the ethos of this project was like, I want this to be like
True, true,
the
yeah.
Dyson vacuum. They launched a product. I don't know if you saw. They had a product announcement a couple of weeks ago, and the guy on stage
What
put
is
so much like thought and effort into like the act of like cleaning your room, and it was just like so detailed. Like he thought of everything. Like, oh, what if the hair gets like tied up in the rolls? Like, this is what we did to solve that problem. So we did to solve this problem. And I wanted to put like attention to detail into something that like almost doesn't need detail,
Mhm.
just cause like why not, like, when you're a developer, like somebody, the products that you should use should be that, somebody behind it like thought carefully about it. So that was kind of the ethos, is like, let's make this like so good, because I've personally been so mad using every other product.
Dude, that's why when I saw the build, I was like, "No fucking way he did this." Like, this is actually legendary. Like, I'm being able to just like come to a mini app and just be able to click claim is like, dude, like it's a godsend. Like, you know what I mean? It's just testnet. I mean, I don't know if you've noticed it all, but like I have been like absolutely like screaming from the top of Farcaster like how much I enjoy like getting airdrop testnet tokens. Like, I don't care what fucking chain it
Yeah.
is. Like, keep airdropping me testnet tokens because I just want to be using stuff. Like
Mhm.
I just want to be testing stuff. Like that like this is why we're in crypto. Like we're here to experiment. So like and like a bunch of people were mad about like testnet tokens. Honestly, I'm more mad about getting like a $5 airdrop than I am testnet tokens. Because the $5 airdrop, like I can't even fucking sell it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like of course it's not true when I say like gas fees are more unless it's like mainnet or something. But like it's just like not even worth selling. I mean, one because like if you transfer that $5 into like another asset, like it's just not that meaningful.
Mhm.
One, even like if you use that $5 within like Bracky or something, it's still not that useful. And then three, like the money itself is just like bro, it's just, like, not worth it. Like, I can't even begin to describe, like,
Right.
you can't do anything with it. Like,
Mhm.
it's just not there, right? And testnet tokens, like, airdrop me that shit all day because 'cause you're
Yeah.
not even saying, like, "Hey, this is a bunch of money that you're gonna be able to sell," or anything like that. You're literally just, like, saying, "Hey, like, here's some testnet tokens, go use it, go test
Yeah.
some shit out, like, go build with it, do whatever the fuck you want," you know?
Mhm.
So, at the end of the day, like, I am, like, a huge fan of getting airdrop testnet tokens, and the fact that, like, now people don't even need to do airdrops for testnet tokens, they could just, like, load up your faucet and, like, call it a day, like, that's
Yeah.
insane, bro, like, I'm surprised, like, Monad and Cello haven't even started hitting you up yet, and honestly, like, if they don't know it exists, like, they will after this live stream, like,
Yeah,
come
I would
on,
love to. I
I'm about
actually originally had a drop down picker where like you could go, like I was like I'm planning for this
yeah.
for to be for other, like I even wanted, because Linda reached out and she's like, hey, we're doing Solana, and I was like, oh, like what if I could get the like a Solana faucet? Like I do want this to be a like,
Yes.
it's obviously base only right now, but yeah, the ethos of this should be like every developer on Farcaster should be able to easily just use this.
So, in, like, the best case scenario here is, like, well, is it possible for like if I go ahead up, do you know Sophia from Cello by any chance?
I don't.
Okay, so like let's say I'll connect you guys, or I'll just reach out to her and be like, yo, like you got to do this thing because if you create a UI for like her to just be able to like hop in and she sees like Cello as an option, she's like, wait, like where are they funding this? Like, she goes to the contract address, like, of Cello, it's
Yeah.
right there. Send fucking some Cello, right? She can
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
they can just send it directly. They don't even have to contact you. You
Right.
know what I mean? Like, is that something that, like,
For
could
sure.
be potentially,
I mean,
done
even
sooner than later?
even better, the way it's wired up right now is if
Okay, okay.
she does that, then her name would show up and like it'll show like green, like, oh, they added funds, like you
Bruh,
can
no
see them.
way.
Yeah.
So there's, like, gonna be a funder feed and the claim feed? That is
All in
sick.
one, right? It's like, hey, who are the developers that are using and supporting? Like the idea is this is like truly a community product.
Oh my god, I love that so much, yo. That is so sick. I
Yeah.
mean, so in the UI, you imagine them, like, right next to each other, like the funder on the left and the, like, claims on the right, or, like,
Honestly,
just
I'm imagining all in one, right? Like all in one, and then yeah, I have to figure out how to elegantly where to put in the chain filter to make it elegant. But yeah, like that's pretty much it. It's only a little bit of thing, and then yeah, to your point, like ideally there's a button somewhere where you can like a plus button or something or a question mark where you could click it and
okay.
then easily get
Alright.
access to fund it.
Here's the way I envision it in my mind. Of course, like, you probably can make it way sleeker than this, but, like, imagine there's two feeds, and the funder one's on the left, and, like, there's a drop down for the funders in the same way there'd be, like, a drop down for the
Mhm.
claims. Like, you could have it right at the top of the feed for each, and then like, you can go to the fund one, like, go to Monad, fund it with testnet, but then, like, on the claim at the same time, you could, like, turn it to base and, like, claim
Yeah,
base. So, like, and that's, like, in my mind, like, how simple it could be. Of
yeah,
course, like, you can create, like, a super sleek UI. That's probably even better than, that, but, like, that's, like, essentially all
yeah,
you need.
totally. Yeah, it's all possible. I mean, if people like it, if there's traction, yeah, I'll put way more.
Bro, I will force traction. Like, I don't give a fuck, man. Like, I need this to exist, and so,
Yeah.
like,
Do
I'm
you
gonna.
you have this problem personally, I guess,
Dude,
right?
I can't even access the fucking base Sepolia I have on my Coinbase wallet because, like, when you go to Coinbase wallet and you try and add base Sepolia or
Oh
add,
yeah.
like, as the network, it doesn't even work. So, like, and I've been, like, reaching out to everyone at Coinbase wallet trying to get this, like, fixed, and, like, nothing. You know what I mean? So, like, not only, like, was it a really hard problem to get base Sepolia, once I got the base Sepolia, I couldn't even fucking use it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, like, now I'm sitting on, like, a bunch of base Sepolia that I can't even use. So, like, there's two reasons, like, that I need this right
Yeah.
now, and the third reason, like I said, is, like, dude, I don't like, I'm super glad. Oh, the third reason that I was saying before, like, the third reason for, like, why the airdrops have been a problem is because, you can't even use this, or you can't even sell these airdrops because then you won't be eligible for other airdrops,
Yeah.
right? So, like, that's three main reasons why, like, low price tag airdrops don't really work, like, on Farcaster right now, and I'm super grateful. I think all the teams have done a super great job.
Yeah.
Like, that's not the point I'm trying to make here. Like, I think Linda and Farcaster team are killing it. I think that the teams that almost every team, I don't think there's a single team that I've been like, oh, that was a shitty airdrop,
Right.
because every single time they've garnered the attention that they were looking for. They've gotten retention and usage on the apps they've been looking for. So, like, don't get me wrong, all of the airdrops, like, since inception, like, have been super successful.
Yeah.
However, like, in my mind, I still appreciate testnet funds so much more.
Yeah.
And even, like, really small amounts of Cello, right? Really small amounts of Solana, like, that shit's super cool, because then people who are on the app can just start using things,
Yeah.
like, and it doesn't cost that much. Like, that's what's so fucking cool about,
Yeah.
like, being able to do a faucet like this. So,
Mhm.
like, I'm literally gonna, I swear to God, like, right after this live stream, I'm gonna reach out to Sophia and be like, yo,
Yeah.
like, check out this Far Faucet thing.
I'll add it.
Um,
Yeah.
I told him he's gonna add a function for Sallow. All you guys need to do is fund it. I know for a fact that they will. And then people will just be able to come and claim, right? And
Yeah. Exactly.
there's already a few apps that are doing this, like, independently, right? Like, there's a few like Monad Spin, and, like, a few of the other Monad apps, like, already let you claim, like, some Monad testnet,
Yeah.
very small amounts, and that's just because they're working directly with the teams. Same
Mhm.
with, there's a Sell Mini app I tested the other day that's trying to do the same thing. So,
Yeah.
like, there are, like, standalone mini apps, like, out there that are already sort of doing this. So to
Right.
be, like, centralize
Yeah.
and this centralized everything to this one decentralized application would be fucking sick, bro. Like,
Yeah.
it actually is next level. I mean, that's why dude, this shit has me so excited, and it's just a fucking faucet. You know what I mean?
No,
Like, that.
same.
Yeah, no, dude,
Same.
like, you're solving such a hard problem here, and it shouldn't be like that hard of a problem. You know what I mean? Like, like the fact that the solution that you've created, like, is this like be all end all solution is actually nuts in my mind.
Mhm.
Just because, like I said, like this problem shouldn't be this big, shouldn't be this hard. You obviously feel the same way.
Oh
Like,
yeah. I had this other weird quirk with like the Coinbase one where like because Coinbase gates it behind their developer platform, which makes sense, right? That's where they filter out the bad actors.
right.
But then I was like in a work context or somewhere else where I had other people with me and I was trying to get testnet funds, and then like I logged in and I didn't realize, but I authenticated with my like actual Coinbase retail account versus like I don't know, I guess I didn't have a Coinbase developer account, and like suddenly all my like retail funds and like basically my bank account was like visible on my screen. I was like, no, I didn't want that.
Oh my
Like I'm just
god.
trying to get some testnet funds. Log out, log out. Like
No way, bro.
yeah,
That's actually crazy.
yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm,
mean,
I'm excited to take this forward and make more of it. Honestly, it's just public good.
dude, seriously. I mean, the fact that that's even possible, you know what I mean? Like that either of our experiences with test hunts are even possible is just like nuts, bro. Like it just shouldn't be the case, and it doesn't need to be. And you've literally solved the problem here. Now, I guess like all right, let's say there's a real person, like a real developer, because I didn't realize that you use
Yeah,
Nainar Score. Like,
yeah,
so
yeah,
let's say there is a real person that wants to like access Far
yeah.
Faucet. Like, what's like the a secondary like let's say their Nainar score
The
isn't
score's
super
too
high.
low.
Like,
Yeah,
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 yeah, the score's too low. They just joined Farcaster. Let's say they still bought Pro just because like they plan
yeah,
on using Farcaster, but like they're still very new. Like,
So it's not great, but the mechanic that I have in here is like so the way that I thought of it is like, okay, what's unique about this system that is not there with other faucets? And the fact is it has social built into it. So what happens today is if you have a low
Ooh.
Nanar score, what it'll do is they'll say, sorry, you don't have enough, but click this share link where you can
Mhm.
ask your network of people who might have a higher score to like basically get it on your behalf.
Dude, that's actually fucking sick,
Yeah,
bro.
so
I
maybe you're a
love
human, right?
that.
And you have friends who are actually good. They can hook you up.
Well, and me and you could even like if we see people just like cast like we could create a channel for it, and if like me
Yeah,
and you see people like asking for it, like we could even just give them test
exactly.
funds, and like if they come back the next hour doing it again, fuck them. But like
Exactly.
but like we could actually, I'm so down, bro, to like help curate that, like and like just make me a fucking admin, like go create a channel right now,
Yeah, let's do it.
make me an admin, and let's just start running it up. Actually, I'm gonna
Make
message
a
Sophia
channel. Let's
right
do
now.
it. Yeah. No, I actually didn't even think of the channel angle. I was just thinking like you blast it out to your network, but it's actually a better idea if it just shares into the channel and then there's like, a group of people that are just approving or confirming.
All right, I'm reaching out to her right now, and then I'll talk to the Monad team too, so we can get like Monad and Cello next up on. I
Yeah.
think that'd be super fun. Solana will be much harder, of course, just because like I mean it will be really hard to find someone within the Solana ecosystem who's willing to part way with their Solana.
With testnet? Really?
Well, I mean I don't know about testnet. I don't.
Wait, why would someone I actually don't know, but why would someone be
I
worried?
meant like actual Solana. I mean testnet is a different story. I have you used like a Solana testnet?
I haven't, no.
I don't even know if there is one, to be honest.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Wait, I'm about to look that up. I have
There
never heard of a Solana testnet before.
must be. I think there's a
I mean, there has to be, but I assume like most people. Yeah, yeah, okay. It looks like there is for sure.
I think so.
But in my mind, like when I've talked to like Solana devs, they usually just test and prod. But like, and that's why I was thinking like it would be an actual Solana faucet. And so it might be a little bit harder to like fill that faucet with actual Solana. Not impossible. We just have to
Yeah, yeah.
find the right people. But yeah, I mean, actually, let me look into this
There is a
Solana.
testnet one, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we could
It's
just
all
start with Solana
possible.
test then. All right. I'm flooding Solana. That's part of the home base. We gotta. um. Okay. Great. Great. So we can definitely make that happen too. So let's just
Yeah,
start with Solana and Monad, and then
yeah,
I'll
of
see if
course.
I can find someone to reach out to. Maybe if you even reach out to Linda, she might know someone to contact in regards to Solana. We could also just fucking like at Raj and Toli on Farcaster and be like, yo, like you down to add some testnet Solana to this faucet, I'm sure
Yeah.
uh, that they'll do it. You know, they're super active.
Mhm.
So, and if they don't do it on Farcaster, I'll just start replying to them on Twitter every single day. Like, yo, when are you gonna fund this faucet, dog? Like, we
Yeah,
need more Solana testnet.
it's true.
Or we'll be like, yo, like, there's tons of developers on Farcaster who want to test some prod on Solana. Like, fund this with actual Solana, and it's
Mhm.
Sybil resistant, so you don't really got to worry about it being like, overclaimed.
Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna get the drop down in, and then we can. Yeah, I'm excited about this.
Dude, I am like so excited about this. Like, I mean, obviously, like you can tell, like this shit like actually solves. I mean, bro, I like first side. Like I said, I really want to be using every testnet that exists. I don't care if it's like Bera, Monad, like you fucking name it. Like I
Yeah.
want testnet tokens, and of course, like there's always the chance of testnet tokens like becoming valuable. So even outside of
Mm.
like you actually like testing and using, it's more likely that our like Monad testnet tokens will become worth more than most airdrops we've been getting on Farcaster, right?
True. I didn't even
And
think of
like
that.
and that's what was craziest about me when people were like, "Oh, I can't believe we got airdrop worthless testnet tokens." I'm like, How are these worthless? Not only can you actually use them, you know what I mean, unlike
Yeah.
most of the airdrops, but like they actually will probably be more valuable than like any
Mm.
other airdrop you got. So like, and of course, for that reason, we need to do super hard Sybil. And if like people are just getting like if people are claiming testnet tokens and like they're not using it at all, right? Like maybe we even have like a certain stipulation. It's like, yo, like, you've claimed 7 days in a row, but you haven't used like a
Yeah, you
cent
can do all
or
that.
like, yeah, you haven't used 0.001 of like, testnet tokens
You're
that
just
you've been
holding it.
getting.
Yeah.
So like, yeah, so like, you have like a 7 day like like suspension period, or
Totally.
we'll call it something better, but just like a 7 day like a cooldown,
Mhm.
just 7 day cooldown period. And maybe there could be like a cooldown either way, but if people are actually using it, like not like sending it out, but like actually using it like
Yeah.
in their app or like to use other people's apps, then like bam, like feel free, like keep claiming the testnet, because you're
Mhm.
actually like a user of this. So I mean, creating this sort of like user experience around the faucet is like what everyone's dream, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I can't even like this is why I'm so excited. Like I can't even begin to describe like
Mhm.
how useful this is. Like this is one of the best use cases of like of a mini app in my mind,
Mhm.
and of Nanar score at that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Uses quick auth as well, the latest thing, so there's no like sign in screen on web. Like I really wanted to make this as simple as possible. So yeah, I
Oh,
guess shout out to the
man.
Warpcast team for implementing that since you can just open it and you're auth right away.
Dude, it's actually crazy, bro. I mean, it's super cool. The Rich and Manon are going to be like, yo, this is maybe one of the best use cases of Nanar score.
Mhm. Yeah, I think so. It's really powerful. I really wish X402 was fast because I really wanted it to work. I was even looking at QuickNote as well for like
Yeah.
decentralizing all the APIs so that it could be entirely like because I was gonna have a button at the beginning or somewhere that's just like, oh, did you enjoy this experience? Like, here's the address if you want to donate testnet funds. Here's the address if you want to like fund this to keep going, right? Uh,
Hmm. What is like current cost? Do you have like a ballpark for like this past week?
no, I gotta check it out. I think so. I'm using some free API key for base scan, or like base scan or whatever. So
Mhm.
I think that's free. And then Nanar, I gotta double check, but I don't think I don't think it's a lot of volume yet. Basically, I'll have to see where it goes. So right now it's very
Well,
low.
Well, I think Nanar would even be willing to support in some way, shape, or form. Like they might even be like, "Yo, like, we'll like maybe 50% discount or something." Of course, like you never know. Like they're very good business people, so it's likely that they won't. But at the end of the day, like it's definitely worth the ask,
Yeah.
especially if it's getting a ton of usage, especially if
Mhm.
it's bringing more users to Nanar and like bringing like more attention to how to use Nanar score properly and all that good stuff. So there might be like some incentive alignment there. But at the end of the day, like maybe at the very least, there's a way to. I'm trying to think about like how to bring it on chain, like to bring like a real level of like transparency and provenance. But like at the very least, you could create a way just for people to see like, hey, here are the current costs and here's why,
Mhm.
and like here's the address that I'm using to fund it, and like eventually, you can have like an AI agent whose wallet is interact, or I mean, who can interact with that wallet and can
Yeah.
automatically like pay the API costs.
Yeah, totally. I think it's
So,
all
like,
there.
yeah, I mean, there's definitely a way to circumvent it, even though, like the current, model doesn't, and the current infra doesn't currently like work as well as you want it to. There's definitely at least like a small workaround for now, and then, as it gets better, and once it becomes like, consumer ready, then implement it, and bam, done.
Yeah, totally.
Bro, this is so sick. All right, let's now that we've kind of got through all of the like juice, let's dude, I mean you can just tell, bro, I am so fucking
I
excited
love
about
it.
this.
I mean, I've been excited about this for like the last few weeks, so it's fun to see someone else equally. Because in my head, I'm like, "Oh, this is gonna be great," and then I'm like, "Is it great?" And then to see you excited about it, it's really it's good
Dude,
encouraging.
honestly, I mean, maybe I just haven't been paying attention that much, like, on Farcaster in relation to Far Fawcett, but, like, I thought people would, like, fucking blow up over this and, like, eat this up, like, in the same way, like, I am, but I
Yeah,
haven't seen the same level of excitement that, like, I expected to see, but it
yeah.
probably just is, like it's probably just because like, it hasn't gotten the distribution yet.
That
Uh
is part of it. I kind of put it on myself as a builder because I'm also trying to figure out, like, there's the natural tendency to like build something and you're like, build it and they will come.
mhm,
I think my
exactly,
learning, at least, is right now is that the share button on Farcaster is basically sharing mini apps is the best way to get distribution. It's not just you
100%.
casting it out. So, like Farcaster, for example, I casted it out once and then a couple people used it, but it was really when people started sharing it on the network
W
is when
when you when you
Farcaster.
claim there when
Yeah.
you claim there is the ability to share, right?
There it is. So the reason I didn't put it was like, I'm like, would someone really want to do that? That's why I added the
No, you
share
have
mechanic for
to.
like yeah, maybe I'll do it. Yeah.
No, no, you have to, bro. Like, cause they don't, like after you do an action in the mini app and like it comes up with a share button, it's totally on the user to do it or not.
Yeah.
And like, and most users do it just because like one, like they would like sharing and showing people like what they're doing and what they're using. Two, like everyone and their grandmother is trying to farm rewards now, and like sharing like what you're using is such an easy way just to like get
Yeah.
instant distribution, instant engagement, without like having to like do anything yourself or think about a cast or anything like that. So like those are like the two main reasons I've seen. Like
Yeah.
there's no reason not to. And like even for me, like I would way rather like claim and then share rather than just like having to post the link, right? There's like almost no
No, you're right.
reason outside of me being like, yo, like really love what you're building, but like, I can only do that like once without it seeming like spammy. Like, I'm like being honest, right? I'm like,
Yeah, yeah.
yo, like I'm sharing this mini app because I love it. Like, at Avishal, like, this is sick as fuck. Love what you built. Like, keep building,
Yeah.
But I can only do that once, really, without it
Yeah.
looking like I'm fucking chilling, and like I like get like you're paying me to do it.
Right, right.
So
No,
like
that's a good point. I didn't think of that at all. I'll add that.
perfect, perfect. Yeah, like as every time I claim, I want to be sharing, just so like people know that like I'm using Far Faucet. It's working really well for me, and you should use it too because like it's working super well. And this is the coolest part about using Nanar Score is like there is like a sort of like negative incentive where like since it's a faucet and there's a limited amount of money, like you don't want to share it with people. So the seller one specifically, I don't know if you in the Miniapp testers group, like he shared this other one and like there's a claim and everything, and I literally thought to myself like if there's barely any money, like any cello here, why would I want to share this and like let other people claim it when I could just like claim it myself,
Yeah, yeah.
and you really don't want people like thinking that way. Of course, like for me, like I don't have that much of an incentive to like not let other people claim cello, so of course like I still did, but I still had that thought of like, damn, like
Mm.
people really don't have an incentive to share this. Like in fact, they have an incentive not to share this,
Yeah.
right? And
I'm actually naive on this. I didn't realize that certain chains testnet tokens are potentially worth something, or there's speculation on testnet tokens. I didn't realize that.
well, there's that, and for cello specifically, it's not testnet. It's like actual cello. So
Oh,
because they want people to actually be using cello. So like they actually are funding with real cello in the
wow.
same way I was thinking for Solana. So like it's a double-edged sword, whereas like if it's testnet tokens, people probably are speculating
Right.
on it, and then if it's actual like mainnet tokens, then like there's
Mm.
just a limited supply. So you really don't want to people feeling it that way. But since you have like since it's Nanar score specifically, and
Yeah.
like the main thing is just loading up with like base Apolia right now.
Right.
I people really won't like feel that way. So like as soon as I'm claiming like base Apolia there, like I want to share it. I want people to know it
Right.
because in the more that I share, that I'm claiming Monad, base Apolia, like you name it, the more likely the funders of those things are to see it as well.
Right.
Um,
Exactly.
so, like, now I have, like, this double incentive to share. One, I want other people, like, claiming from the faucet, using it because the more usage it gets, like, the more the app will grow and, like, the more useful it will become with other testnet tokens, etc. And then the more likely, like, funders will see it. So, like, the more it will get funded, the more I'll be able to claim.
Hmm.
So, I think, like, right now you actually have, like, the sort of, like, perfect incentive structure. So just keep, like, playing into
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. Give me a lot to chew on. I like it.
Yeah, I mean, bro, this is what home base is all about. Oh, and like to that point, I mean, you were saying before, like, like a lot of builders are just like, yo, like build it and they will come. Like, this is exactly why I'm continuing doing like these home based live streams past the workshops that we did for
Yeah.
base batches. Because like the key right now is distribution, and we just need it like consumer apps are finally ready, bro. And like
Yeah.
the infrastructure that we have is finally ready. So I really want to start bringing more people and more users to these consumer applications, especially ones like yours that are just like super fucking useful. I mean, once again, like I have been the biggest proponent for like actual use cases in crypto, and it's
Mhm.
not like, bro, it's not that I hate casinos and I hate speculation or any of that. It's like we have enough of that shit, bro. Like we have enough casinos, we have enough token launch pads. Like I'm glad people are making money on it. I'm glad people are using it, and I'm glad they're successfully fleecing retail at every turn. But at the end of the day, like we need real use cases, like for real people,
Yeah.
like not straight up degens,
Yeah.
and like I said, it's not that I hate degens, and like I appreciate your ability to be degenerate, but at the end of the day, like I really really want more people to be using real things with real utility,
Mhm.
and the faucets are the perfect example. Like they have I will just keep hitting this nail on the head. Like testnet tokens have more utility than most of these airdrops, and like we need
Yeah.
a way for people to be able to get more of these testnet tokens into the hands of people without having to like go to the Farcaster team and be like, yo, let's spend 2 weeks fucking ironing out an airdrop.
Yeah.
Like
But
fuck
to
that, just like fund the goddamn address and like call it a day.
but to be clear, when you say utility for user, you're talking about for developers specifically, right? Or do
No,
you
I mean for both, bro. Because like, think about it. Like for you as like it's double sided, right? Because like the developer needs a testnet tokens to actually test, like to
Mm,
deploy all that. But how is someone going to actually interact with that app, right? Like they need testnet tokens as well. So
yeah.
at the end of the day, like, dude, you've just created an actual consumer level experience for people to be able to access the faucet. Like me as someone who uses like the main times I'm using testnet tokens, like from a developer perspective, is to send to developers, like especially base Apolia. Like I've been working like more closely with base and all that. Like they've been sending me base Apolia specifically to send to developers like who need it. And like I'm glad you reached out to me about it as well, because like that's like one of the reasons like I have base Apolia is to send like to people like yourself. But like me as someone who like rarely deploys my own contracts, right? Like I'm more of a user of these things than
Right,
the
right, right.
actual like developer themselves. I still need testnet tokens to be able to interact with these
So
things.
so one question I have for you, because I so in normally in this space, when I see people building testnet contract, like if they're building a game, I'll see people building in testnet for like months, maybe even a year
Mhm.
before they launch. And so the developer, but more so the user needs testnet funds. On Farcaster, aside from Monad, I've actually seen most developers just YOLO straight to mainnet,
Base.
and users YOLO to mainnet. So I'm actually curious,
You
like
mean base specifically, right? Like not mainnet ETH.
I think it's probably
Or you
based.
mean
Yeah. So like, so even me, my own contracts on my own games, like
Mhm.
I actually haven't done any testnet contracts. I just go straight to mainnet. But then when I'm not on Farcaster and I'm building something more or whatever, I'll like definitely do the testnet, make sure. So I'm actually curious. Do you see the need for testnet tokens also on Farcaster? Like, do you see a world where Farcaster users will also deploy stuff on test and have people try it? Or do you think this is
100%.
actually primarily useful for non-Farcaster? Okay.
So both, of course, but think about it this way: the reason that you people also need testnet, like consumers and developers need testnet on a Farcaster is like Monad's a great example where like there only is a testnet, right? So like
Oh,
there
I
is
see.
yeah, like there is no mainnet. So for you to be able to deploy to Monad, first of all, you need Monad testnet. For you to be able to interact with Monad mini apps, you need Monad testnet, right? So like when Mega ETH needs to come to Farcaster next. If Mega ETH doesn't come to Farcaster, like I'm gonna go like to Shuya's house and be like, yo, like what the fuck are you doing? Like, so at the end of the day, like there's gonna be more and more testnets that come to
Yeah, it's a
uh
good point.
that come to Farcaster. And so there needs to be a way for people just to like instantly deploy or instantly deposit a ton of Tesla tokens for people to be able to claim without having to go through the airdrop process with the Farcaster team. And it doesn't mean they can't do both, right? Because
Yeah,
like
for sure.
let's say like you are Mega ETH and you want to do that, and you give a bunch of testnet, you airdrop a bunch of testnet to Farcaster users, you create a bunch of attention, you create a bunch of engagement, people
Right.
start building Mega ETH testnet, people start using it, and then thereafter what are people going to do? You're not going to do another airdrop, right?
Right.
Like you've already successfully garnered the attention and engagement you're looking for. Now you need to move on to like using the faucet, start depositing on the faucet, so the people that actually are using Mega ETH testnet can actually actually do have somewhere to
Mhm.
go outside of like your website that doesn't even fucking work, right? And you can't even get the captures right because you're changing the captures constantly, so the bots can't get
Mhm.
it, and you like the captures are so fucking difficult that the humans can't even do it. Dude, that
Right.
happened to me the other day. I can't even remember what faucet it was specifically, but I swear to God, I did the captcha 10 different times, and I swear to God, I did it perfectly, bro. Like every time it was like, here's what you need to
Yeah.
do. Did that exactly. It would go on to another one. It'd be like, okay, this is 2 out of 4 that you need to complete. Would do it again, and then would go back to like 1 out of 4, and it would be like, even though like I did it right, like I know for a fact I did it right because I did that multiple times, and it
Yeah.
was the same like shitty experience. And I was just like, okay, like fuck it. I guess I'm not accessing this faucet. I guess I don't need the Tesla tokens bad enough, you know? And
Yeah.
like just left it at that. Just didn't get the Tesla
Yeah, you're
tokens.
giving me a lot of ideas because, like, so the other one was obviously mini apps have notifications, but I was like, I'm not gonna add notifications. Like, I don't who. Why does someone want notifications for testnet tokens? But if new testnets are supported, you could be like, Monad is now here.
Mhm.
That's cool.
Exactly. Exactly. So, like, and of course, like, people enable notifications, so it's not like you're pushing notifications to people who don't want them. Like, if I
Yeah.
want, if I wanna get notifications from your mini app, I'm gonna say yes to that, same way I'll say yes to adding the mini app. You could also say, uh, I'm trying to think of a good reason for, like, why people would wanna add the mini app, like, because really you really don't want to of course like off rip you do not want to prompt them to add mini app. There's nothing I hate more than
At the beginning, I know.
yeah, being immediately prompted to add a mini app before I even try it. It's
Yeah.
like, dog, I'm not adding your mini app before I even know what the fuck it is, you know what I mean? Like, let me use the goddamn mini app first,
No,
and then I'll
I'm
decide if I
guilty of
want to
that.
add it.
I'm guilty of that for my old ones, but I didn't do that for this one. That's why I'm trying to get it right.
Yeah. No, no, a legend for that. Seriously, like at first, like I didn't have a problem with it at first, just because it was
Right.
like the new experience. It was the
Right.
way that it was supposed to be done. But like after like
I know.
several weeks, it was like, all right, guys, like this is enough. Like there's no way you, the developers, are adding this many mini apps and you enjoy this experience as well.
Right. For sure.
you know.
Yeah, literally, exactly. That's right.
Yeah, yeah. So, and that, I mean, that's why it's changed so drastically over the last like 2, 3 weeks, is because like developers themselves, like even they've been like coming on Homebase, like, yo, I can't stand that shit, and I'm like, yo, thank you, like, um, but that being said, there could be a really good way where it's just like let's say you claim for seven days in a row,
Yeah.
or you claim multiple days in a row, and it's like, yo, like now it prompts you to add the mini app.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, you've clearly been using this, because that's honestly something I would do, where like I haven't even added Far Faucet as like on my mini app yet, but if I use it a couple of times and then it prompts me and I'm like, yo, like yeah, I am
Yeah.
using this enough where I should add it, because like now I've been pushed so far to the like, yo, I'm not adding any fucking mini apps edge, so like now I need to be like, brought back to equilibrium.
Well,
Um,
for me personally, even with this app, was like because nobody was sharing it on their feed, I actually needed an easy way to get back to it, and I kept going into like the developer tools to get back to it. So I was like, I actually needed it added as much just as not because I need a notification, just because I needed it in that like little launcher to find it.
no, exactly, dude. That's probably one of my worst habits right now is um liking a mini app, using it enough, and then being not able to find it because I haven't added it. And like I either like will go to my either my past casts or to like the channel that like has been talking about it that much, or I'll just like go to the search bar and try and find it. But if I
Right.
like even the new Battleship game that brother created, I I was like, shit, I can't even find this because it ended up being called like Speed Battle or something like that, and not Battleship. So like I even going to search, I couldn't find it, so I had to like go back into the Miniapp testers chat and like go re-find it there.
That sounds cool, by the way. I want to try that.
Oh, it's mad fun, honestly. Like my only real gripe with it is you can't play AI, and you need to like actually bet money. So like you can't play for free. Like
Mhm.
if I wanted to play with you right now, like I gotta bet at least like one USDC. Which like I don't get me wrong, I love that the ability to do
Yeah.
that. But like the only option is just like it just hinders me from playing because like it's just not casual enough. And like
Yeah.
if the other person doesn't join the game, like where the fuck is my USDC, right? Like it's just stuck in this like Battleship contract. So it's just like,
I want to solve that
that
with that other mini app that I'm building, but I have too many ideas. Let me focus on this one right now.
yeah, that's so great, yo. Um, we could, if you want to like try and refresh over all the ideas we kind of had, just so
Yeah.
we can kind of like make your life a little bit easier. I don't know if you've been
I
writing
did.
some of
I've
these.
been writing it down. So
Oh,
there's
okay,
there's a bunch that I'm gonna add immediately. Like, I'm gonna prepare this immediately for other tests for other chains. So I'm gonna try to figure out the right place in the UX to do like filters and all that, so you can
fire.
get different chains. And then share, I'm definitely gonna add immediately. And then if you want to collab on that idea of sharing into a channel versus just sharing broadly, I would love to do that as well immediately.
Yes. Okay. Let's create the channel as soon as possible.
Yeah.
And yeah, just call it Far Faucet,
Yeah.
and maybe an admin.
Yeah.
And then okay, there's two things there because one is one is so every time that somebody claims, they'll be prompted to share now.
Yeah.
Maybe there's like maybe there could be an add mini app button there as well
Yeah.
if they
Exactly.
haven't added it
Yeah. I'm gonna
yet.
add that.
So just like two things. It's just like, all right, you just claimed. Do you want to share this? Do you want to add the mini app? No, cool. Don't do it. Don't do
Exactly.
either. Right?
Yeah. Yeah.
You want to share? All right, cool. You share. You click the share button, and it takes you right to the Far Faucet channel. If you want to switch channels, cool. You can switch channels. But I think it would be fine if like people go right to the channel, unless the only things that you want to prompt to the channel is the people, because like you might the only reason you wouldn't want to send like I just claimed to the far
Oh yeah.
faucet
Right.
channel.
Right.
Yeah, is because like you want that to sort of be the
Yeah.
like the
No, I might
go-to
do
for people
yeah, I
who.
might do them differently.
Well, yeah, because so here's the thing for the I just claimed share, that
Yeah.
doesn't necessarily need to go to a channel. Like
Right.
people could choose to
Yeah.
send it to Far Faucet, but
Yes.
the other like, hey, my NR score is not high enough. That share needs to automatically go to Far Faucet.
Yes. Agreed.
Okay. All right, so that's locked down. The other thing is I do think the UI or the feed should be separate. I think this is the only ideas that we had differing here.
Hmm.
I really don't think the funders should be in the claim feed. I think it will distort the claim feed. And maybe, dude, even when you like I switch from base to cello or base to monad, the claim feed now changes to people who claim the monad faucet
Do you
specifically.
think there's gonna be a lot of funders?
I think there's gonna be enough that like enough over time that you're gonna want to
The
like
reason
those.
I didn't do that, I mean, I'll mock it out and see how I can like.
I see what you're
'Cause
saying.
I
There
was
won't
like,
be enough
oh,
funders.
like okay, just right now for this instance, I've funded the faucet I think 3 times,
Mhm,
and probably maybe 15 to 20 people have used it.
mhm.
So like in my head, I was like, oh, like probably once a week or once a month, someone's gonna come in and be like, here's some funds. So why put that somewhere else? Why not just have it in one place?
Well, here's my only thing about that is you funded it 3 times over, let's say, the past week. I wanna see each day you funded it, how much you funded it with, and, like, then the next time you funded it, because then I can, like, see as the claimee, like, "Oh, shit, like, there is somebody who's serious about funding this." Like, it might
Oh, I
only
see.
be one person, and it might be over time, but, like, I wanna see when that is and how much it is, so, like, I can get a good idea of, like, if this is actually sustainable. Um,
And
and
can you elaborate on because you want to see if it's sustainable?
Yeah, so there's two things here. One, I wanna see if it's sustainable, so I wanna see, like, are these people continuing to fund the faucet? Like, why are they funding the faucet? Who are they? Who are they in relation to Base Sepolia? I want to know like their relationship to like the actual like token ecosystem itself.
Interesting.
And then the second thing outside of like legitimacy, sustainability, I also like the second thing is appreciation. Like I really want to there
Yeah.
should even be like a button that says like there should be a share button next to the funder that says like that just like takes you immediately to a cast that says at Sophia just funded more like the cello faucet with more cello just
Right. Right.
funded it
Right.
with 10 cello now
Thanks or something.
yeah, something like that. Like those are the two reasons. I wanna know who's funding and why, and then I wanna be able to appreciate them.
Yeah, I have some ideas. I think understanding your use case made help me a little more.
Yeah, this is like I don't know why, but I guess I'm like one of the main fucking users of a faucet and like one of
Yeah.
the one of the best like consumer perspectives,
Yeah.
I guess. But um
No, I
totally
get
like
it.
and I think it would be really cool because, like, let's say on the base Apolia funder side, it's only your name 3 times, and it has like the time frame of when you did it. And then when I switch to Cello, it's like only Sophia's name. I actually don't think that's a problem
Right.
because like the people who are claiming like that feed is changing all the time,
Yeah.
you know. But every time you're going to claim, you see that funder's name.
Hmm.
So now those funders have an incentive to keep funding because like they're
Yeah.
getting all of this attention from Farcaster. People are now casting about them. So like
Hmm.
now you're giving them like a clear incentive to fund the faucet
Hmm.
outside of like their already existing incentives.
Yeah. All right. I think I can do something.
Because here's the thing, if you keep it all in one feed and like Sophia's name or your name goes all the way to the bottom, like nobody can even see it because so many people are claiming so often, like you know what I mean? Like it's
Yeah.
just a
Yeah.
missed opportunity in my opinion.
Yeah. For sure. I didn't think of that. I like it.
Fuck yeah, bro. Let's fucking go.
Yeah. Let's do
All
it.
right. Let me see if Bobby's hopping on next. 'Cause if Bobby's not hopping on from base Minecraft yet, then because he might still be working on
Yeah. I got a jet anyways. Probably in a.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
All right, before you jet, dude, I want to share your screen so you can like claim on Far Faucet so people watching can understand what the fuck we've been talking about this whole time.
Yeah.
And then two, you gotta play a game of Fireball. I don't even know what the fuck it's called, the basketball one that you created.
Oh, the ball frame one. Yeah. You want
Ball
to?
frame, yeah, bro. You gotta like
All
first
right.
claim some on the faucet, just to show everyone what's good, and
Yeah.
then I gotta watch you play ball frame, bro. I like that shit pisses me off so much, dude. That shit is so hard. I can't
I
even believe
am
how
not
hard
that
it
good
is,
at that game myself.
dude.
All
I
right.
was
Cool.
gonna say,
Yeah, so this is a quick demo of Far Faucet. So yeah, the idea is you can come in here and just quickly grab some ETH. Just right off the bat, you can see all the people that have claimed recently, with all the links to the base scanners. So yeah, let's just go through this flow real quick. Get ETH. Oh yeah, the other thing I wanted to call out here is it automatically pulls your wallet address in. I don't know. Sometimes I like forget which wallet to pick when I connect, or like I don't know. I just like always fumble that on other faucets.
always.
But this just like grabs your warplet, your primary EVM, so you can just
Yes.
easily be like, "Oh, cool, done." Hit
Thank you, bro.
confirm, and then
Thank you.
yeah, that's it. Like you grab the token, you can easily see it's on your testnet funds. The other thing here is shout out to Karthik. He added the view token where you can like easily see that in your wallet. So you can grab that
Ooh,
easily, see my balance.
dang.
And yeah, that's it. That's pretty much it. And then you can see that I claimed just now. So this is a live feed. Oh, it's actually cool seeing other people here too, or even since we started. But
Oh
yeah,
shit.
that's
Wait, these
the
are all people who since we started.
idea. Yeah, and pretty much during this call.
Wait, that's cool as fuck. Because like right, the last person to use a far faucet before that was like 8 hours because I used it.
Yeah,
So
no,
like,
you pumped it.
holy shit, let's go!
Yeah,
Yo, we're pumping far faucet, baby. Oh,
let's go.
also because of my cast as well.
Your cast definitely helped for
I
sure.
forgot about that. Okay, so real quick about the UI before you got to jump. So there's two things you could do here. Maybe the right above recent, maybe there's like just a left and a right like button, and like you
Yep.
you click like left or right, or maybe you even just swipe the screen and it takes you to the funders list.
Yeah.
If you want to keep one like leaderboard on at a time, you should see what the two next to each other looks like. See if it works. If it doesn't, then like just make it a swipe or like a click. And then on in the top right, like on the other side of recent, you can just have like a little box that just like takes you from base to monad to sellout, etc. Like just a little drop
Mhm.
down.
Yeah, I'm gonna mess around with a few different ideas. Part of this exercise is also me flexing my practicing rather my design skills because that's also an area that
Dude,
I want to
shockingly
get
good,
better
bro.
at.
No,
uh,
it's like the UI is clean, bro. Like it's like Rainbow Wallet level.
yeah, trying to get better. But yeah, that's the core idea, and then I'll give you a quick game of ball frame real quick.
Oh yeah, I forgot
This
even asked
was
you that
this was
already.
the first mini app.
Yo.
Oh,
Bro.
I think mobile is actually easier. So
Dude,
I feel
somehow,
anyone.
as someone who only has played on mobile, it's somehow easier, but it's still not easy.
No, it's not. Yeah, so if you don't have any good scores on mobile, just know that the person that made this game also really sucks.
Damn, nice, bro. It's actually pretty good, bro. I don't think I gotten past 7. I was trying so hard to get to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love ball frame though. It is so fun, yeah. I love these little mini
Yeah,
games.
me too. Yeah, that's great. It's yeah, if you're a developer and you haven't tried it out, give it a shot.
How many have you built so far? How many mini apps? Like 4 or 5, right?
Three that I've like fully shipped, and then the AI or not at the hackathon is probably my
Right.
fourth, but I gotta ship that one for real.
Bet. So you're still planning on shipping that. And what do you I gotta get the alpha, bro. What was the mini app that you're working on? The other mini app that you're working on that you were saying would help with something?
Oh yeah, it was AI or not, because like
Oh, okay, that's what you're talking about. Okay.
the core premise. I believe that all games should be all blockchain games should be free to play, but then you pay to like heighten the experience.
Right.
Like even ball frame and Farguester, they're all free, but then if you want to like
Change the
record
ball, for example. Like let's say you
that,
wanna do it with a
that
soccer
but like
ball.
more so like just minting the scores, memorializing your experience. But with AI
Mm,
or not, the idea would be that you play the game for free. You decide which pictures are AI generated versus which are real.
mhm.
And then if at the end you pay to join a pool of funds. So it's like you can just play the game for fun if you want, but look at the pot of money you could win if you pay $1.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Yeah.
It's like
Yo,
Ponder. Like I really like Ponder. You can use it for free by just looking at the polls, or you can play to win if you pay.
I do like it a lot, and well, what I like the most about Ponder is it doesn't feel like betting or speculating. Of course, like there are the classic
Agreed.
degens on Farcaster who actually do gamble on Ponder, like, hardcore. Like, I can't even believe how much money some people put into some of the Ponders, like, even to the one I did for, like, Farcon like, next Farcon. Bro, some people were betting, like, almost $20, like, and I'm like, "Dog, like, what the
Yeah.
fuck?" Like, this is really just, like, another speculative game to you, huh? Like,
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, like, I really appreciate, like, the prediction polls. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
sort of like I'm calling them prediction polls because, like, and I think, like, Ponder has sort of coined this. They don't I don't think, like, Goho and them have, like, sort of, like, decided this is, like, the term for it yet, but, like, I have, like, 100%, dude, like, prediction polling is like next level. It's like Polymarket without I don't know, like it feels like you're actually getting valuable information. Not that you're not with Polymarket, but it feels like you're getting actual value and valuable information because the people participating
Yeah. Yeah.
actually do believe in that answer. Once I realized people are like hyper speculating on the fact of like they think that more people
Yeah.
will
Yeah.
vote this because of X, Y, and Z. Like that sort of changed my like
Right.
perspective a bit.
I love it.
But
Yeah.
overall, yeah, like prediction polling is legit.
I gotta run, but I could talk about Ponder for a while. I think the model that they have can actually be extended to so many other things. The thing
Yeah,
that they
yeah.
solve for me as a user is I'm paying money and I could lose money, but it doesn't feel bad if I lose the money. It was kind of a fun process. Whereas like trading meme coins, when I lose, it feels really bad because I feel like someone like rugged me. But Ponder
But
doesn't feel like that. It feels fun.
no, and it just feels like skin in the game, right? Because you can just put
Yeah.
up like 50 cents, a dollar, you know what I mean? And you're just like, okay, yeah, no, like I genuinely think like vanilla ice cream is the best, you know? And
Yeah.
like I'm gonna pay $1 to say that,
Yeah.
I think that's legit. Yeah.
Cool, man. It
But
was great chatting. Thanks for all the tips. Let's stay in
100%.
touch and let's get this thing good.
Yeah. Let me know if you need anything. I'm gonna reach out to Sophia, and we'll talk
Perfect.
more about making that happen. And then feel free to come back on whenever.
Sounds good, man. Appreciate it. See you, dude.
Peace out, yo. Zach, welcome back.
GM, is Kieran joining this, or is it just me?
I don't know if he is, honestly. I think he's a bit busy at the moment. And I do want to get that server set up, but I'm gonna let him do his thing. What's funny though is somebody in the Homebase chat really wanted the Barrio mini app to be showcased. So I'm
Hey,
not.
I'm a big fan of Barrio. Bring him up.
They're
I
not.
I gave you their T-shirt, right? Remember at
Yeah,
Summer?
I got the Barrio T-shirt. Yeah. The thing is, I don't. I asked them if they wanted to come in, and they have since not responded. But we can still showcase Barrio and like make them happy.
Which person is it? Is it Crypto Nuclear or?
No, it was OXB from Coinbase wallet.
Ah, okay.
I don't know. She goes, can we show the Barrio mini app as well? I feel like the team built a really cool one that's underrated.
Yeah, no, they definitely did. So they built an entire operating system, if I'm right. It's called the Bari OS. But
Yeah. Oh, it is. Yeah, it's Barrio OS. Yeah, that's what the mini app is called.
yeah. So what their thought for
I'll share
the
my
Mario
screen.
OS was to make it to where it's not just one mini app, it's 1,000 mini apps within one thing. So kind of like Farcade, like how for Farcade there's hundreds of different games within Farcade itself. With Barrio, or specifically with Barrio OS, they're trying to not only have games, they're trying to have everything. I think it's pretty interesting, but let me find it and then we can screen share and showcase it.
All right, I'm gonna screen share right now. Do you want to screen share or do you want me to?
I'll let you.
All right. All right, let me find this Bari, and then I shall share my screen.
Honestly, there's a lot of games in general that are completely underrated and not really highlighted, such as like Clash of Coins has hit I think 38,000 daily active users.
Dude,
And
I tried to play the other day, but I couldn't get my wallet connected, actually.
well, you can connect with email as well.
I know, I just fucking hate that. I really just didn't want to.
Yeah. But like whenever I think about on-chain applications, I think to myself, 38,000 daily users, that's pretty good for something that
That's,
has no VC funding.
bro, that's more users than every other app in crypto combined.
Like, well, Farcade's pretty up there. I think Farcade's at 80,000 daily active users. But Farcade gets so much support from the base team. I've never seen base or even the base ecosystem interact with Clash of Coins in any way. So I gotta give them pros. They joined their CEO and founder joined my game night last week.
Mm.
And it was hilarious. He nuked the entire world.
Dude, yeah, you were talking about that. I can't even believe that. I literally can't believe it. People must have been so pissed.
His Discord absolutely hates me. It's so
Oh,
funny. Like they love it because it's exposure, but they still hate it.
oh my god, yeah, they probably hate it more than they love it. Alright, I'm having an issue connecting while on.
They have 7,000 people on a Discord call right now.
Holy shit, bro.
Like, isn't it weird thinking that like just nobody talks about them?
Oh, it's extremely weird. I'm really
Yeah.
glad. I'm really glad you have been.
There's a lot of products out there.
You need at least 20,000 borrow tokens to use .com.
Such as Uptopia, they're going to be launching sometime this month. They're a really big Web2 game studio with, I think, 6 different mobile applications that had over 1,000 or over 1 million daily active users. And they're bringing all of these users into Web3. So I'm actually kind of excited for that because there's 300 million total users of their Web 2 games, and they're bringing all those people into Web 3.
Yo, that is insane, bro.
But they're just struggling to build in base because
Why?
same thing as Clash of Coins. It's just like if you're not a best friend or a buddy with some people, it's kind of hard to get that exposure.
Well, I mean, but it doesn't seem like they're struggling with exposure though, right? Or
Oh, they're good on Web 2. Web 3 is a tricky monster.
I see, like more like crypto users specifically or crypto NATO users. That's been the
Yeah.
struggle.
Yeah.
I
Like
see.
it's really weird to think that you have to transition your audience from supporting gamers that actually enjoy the game to supporting traders that want to own part of the game.
Right. Well, the thing is, in my opinion, it's a way better to start with the gamers who love the game and then like want to then buy in because they love the game so much. And then it just so happens to be crypto rails. But of course, like that is not easy to do. And I mean, that's almost even like a decade-long time frame, depending on the person.
True, because Clash of Coins has been building for 6 years now.
Yeah, exactly. So, and they're probably just getting to the point where people start feeling that way, where like they're willing to buy in, to the actual game itself. Okay, so can you see my screen here? Maybe not.
Not yet, no.
Okay, let me add it. Yeah, I did not add it yet. Bam. Bam.
Perfect.
All right.
I like it. Look at the retro.
How sick is this, bro? Like, this is actually sick as fuck.
No, I think
I
it's
wish-
really cool. I have endless questions for the thing for like what you can do in there, such as if you could have based MC inside of the Barrio OS.
Bro, that's
Yeah.
wild.
Like they already have their own arcade. They're doing a
This
game
is
jam right
so
now if we want to
fun.
promote that.
Dude, what the fuck application? Like, what? This is insane, bro.
Yeah, I like it.
This is so fucking cool. I'm curious. All right. So I'm curious how it prompts me to buy it. No way. They have a swap inside of this app. Oh man, dude, this actually works fucking elite.
Yeah,
All
I
right,
think
let me
it's
just
really cool.
let me just buy like 5. Oh shit! Wait, I need to do this for my wallet. Hold on. I think this is on me because I'm using my laptop, but the approveds usually go to my phone. Let's try one more time. It's pushing gas my ass. Oh, that's because it was ETH. That's all right. Let's see what else we can do in here. All right. Curious what the browser is. Oh my god, there's actually a fucking browser in here?
Yeah, and they're partnering with a whole bunch of teams for all this.
Like, shit actually just works. Maybe it doesn't propagate correctly, but wow. Whoa. This is
It's
fucking
cool, right?
sick. This is so fucking sick. Type start to use the terminal. Wow. This is so fucking cool.
So they
I can't believe you can do this on
hosted
Miniapp.
they hosted a game jam, and it ended last month today. I sent the link to it in the private chat, and they had 55 games that they're going to be uploading to the Barrio OS.
55?
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Well, it's
Motherfuckers. Can you hear that?
yeah, I do. Can you?
Yeah, that's sick.
But like that's how they're
Whoa.
getting all their different games and whatnot.
Yeah, this is so great. Whoa. Oh, you can grab those little things. This is mad fun, actually. Oh, what did I just hit? Oh, I think I went off the bridge by accident. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful not moving while I'm on the bridge. Oh shit. Oh, what is this? I hope I get tokens for this so that I can go play Dunk Hunt with those tokens.
I don't think that you will.
I don't think so either, but maybe I actually could just go buy some on Riot Warplet. Like, it should probably work there, unless it is the app. That's the issue right now.
Yeah, they're fully community raised, community backed. They just launched the token and then kept building.
I mean, yeah, what they got already is super impressive. Do we know what the... I'm curious what the hell. Like those rock things, it doesn't seem to hurt me. You can just like, you can eat them.
I don't think so. I'm not sure.
Because they don't hurt me. I thought they were obstacles, but... Or maybe it's because I have enough, like, juice. Oh, I see. That's why it's shooting behind me. Do I get points for it? Oh, I do get points for it. Damn, this shit is mad fun. I gotta get to at least 10K. That shit was new. Oh shit. Alright, so the ghost thing needs to be hit 3 times. Oh shit. The movement is really smooth. Alright, let's try this. Oh, I see. No more lines. So you get 3. Dude, that was good. That was a good shit right there.
No, that's pretty cool.
Alright. I do want to try more of those, but I am curious what some of this other shit is. Oh wow, that's amazing. Perfect. Coin on Zora. Oh my god, that's hilarious. Oh god. Oh fuck. Damn, that's close. Photo booth. What do we got? The 20K bro blog. Dope. That's cool. Really need to get some Barrio. That's fun. That's cool. Damn. Wario is sick as fuck. I can't deny it.
So true. So true.
Alright, I wanted to go get some tokens and then come back to this. Alright. I'm gonna remove that for now. Let me... Yeah, I mean, maybe I just need to... I'll set up a better time. Maybe set up a better time for... A better time for Kieran to come on.
Yeah, I think any time's a good time as long as you like make it really clear to him.
Yeah, that this is the time.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I really didn't do that this time. Okay. Is there any game you'd like to showcase? Actually, dude, can you play Clash of Coins? Do you have access? I really want to see the gameplay of this, and I really don't want to use my email.
I have access to it, but the gameplay is really, really odd. So I'd probably, I'd
Let's
probably,
just let's just fucking send it.
yeah. Uh, yeah, let me see if I can. Yeah, give me a minute. I think what's interesting is most games, it's like 60 to 80% of their user base are all in the Philippines.
Yep.
Like same with Clash of Coins, Cat Town, Barrio, Sea of Skulls.
Yeah, there's two things, because the first thing is like the Philippines has the highest density of uh gamer farmers. People that literally just play to try and like earn money. That's why like Axie Infinity blew up in Philippines, but also like a really high density of like people who actually enjoy playing these video games. So it's like this double-edged sword of like a shitload of people who come because they think they can make money or earn money or get an airdrop or something like that. And then the other half is a lot of those people actually enjoy playing and don't even really give a fuck about the money.
Here, let's play Sea of Skulls instead, because you and I can actually play against each other for this one.
Ooh. Okay.
Have you played Sea of Skulls yet?
Sea of what?
Sea of Skulls.
Sea of
I'll
Skulls.
share
No, I haven't. Here, let me check
I'll
this shit
share
out.
my screen. They put me in their game.
No way.
Yeah, think about that. That's pretty crazy.
I love that. That's how you know this shit is legit.
All right, can you see my screen? There I am. I'm a sail.
Oh, bro, that is sick. Oh, I love that so much.
All right, so I'm going to find a game session, and you can see all the different people playing. But find a game session.
Fire.
Let me join this section. Okay, so I'm marked as attending this one.
Oh, great. I can just play as a guest just to test it out.
Yeah, play as a guest, but see if you can join the same session.
Finding one right now. This should work.
All right, I'm in the session. I'm playing against the AI captain.
Nice. I see. I need one SOS.
You should be able to claim it for free. Like every day that you play, you get a free SOS token.
Maybe I need to sign up for that.
See? Claim bonus. Claim now. Yay!
Hmm.
All right, man. 40 seconds and counting.
Where was that claim?
It's you click the profile.
Okay, I think I need to not be a guest. I probably just need to sign on the actual wallet. Oh, never mind.
9, 8,
Got it.
7, 6, 5,
Nine.
4, 3, 2, 1. All right, the game's launching. Were you able to join this session or no?
Not in time, but I'll join the next one.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
I was
So
super close.
Sea of Skulls is kind of, they're trying to be Clash of Clans, but the pirate version,
Ooh.
which is a horrible explanation of their game, but I hope that was semi-understandable.
No, it makes sense.
Crunkles, the Cat Town dev, is actually really good at this. It's actually not supported.
I'm so curious.
Yeah, so I actually had to restart.
Okay, got
Great.
it. That works.
Ready to
Yeah, I
do
can tell.
Time attack. All right, man, you want to play together?
Yeah, do it.
Are you joining this one?
I can. 12:31.
Yeah.
All right, I'm joining now.
Honestly, man, we're being really
Nice.
risky.
All right, we're in together.
Jerome Powell's going to be speaking in an hour. So actually, no, in 30 minutes, I believe. So we're risky, man.
Oh, perfect timing. Yeah, this is legendary.
All right, it's launching. Let's see if I'm able to play this time. Because last time I had to restart my browser.
I see. Looks to be loading. Oh, nice.
Are you playing?
Yes. Oh, yeah.
I'm not yet, so don't sync me.
Set sail, mate!
Oh, the captain is coming for me.
Yeah, you better be scared of him.
Oh, because he's an AI.
Yeah, he's an AI. He actually knows how to play.
He actually knows what.
Hoist the sail!
Oh, nice. I hit him. Okay, this is fire. This is way better than Clash of Clans.
I'm trying to... Oh, I think someone got the captain.
We sinking captain?
Of course, man. Of course we're going after the AI first.
We got to, yeah.
I'm going after you, my guy.
I got a turn.
Sweet. I sunk the captain.
Oh, nice. Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Hoist the sail!
You only shoot out the plot? Oh, shit. Can you, like, aim and whatnot with the cannon, or it just only shoots out the front?
It only shoots out the front.
Yeah.
Game
No.
over, matey.
Legend.
Who won?
I think I got sunk at the end there. Oh, shit. That's from the captain. Sure up, matey. Well, brief step back. Join the TG community. That's fun, bro. That's actually a lot of fun.
Yeah, I like it. And they're still relatively, like, they're mega young. Like, mega young. I think that they've only been alive for a month now.
What?
Yeah.
Holy shit. That's actually shocking. Okay,
But I
dope.
like it, man. They put me in their game. Very, very bullish on games that put me in there.
I fucking love that. That is amazing.
I'm gonna see when they launched. Oh, okay, so they launched in December. My bad. They've been alive for 6 months.
That's still very young for a game like that.
Yeah.
Okay, but is there anything else that we show?
No, I think that's it. Now we can, go cry in our rooms as Jerome Powell says hello. Just dumps the market.
Love that. Incredible, really.
I love all of the memes. It's where all he says is good morning.
Yeah, literally.
I mean, that's all he has to say. It's just crazy.
It's annoying.
It's annoying, but at the same time, like as an American, I kind of love him to some
It's
extent.
prideful. Yeah.
Yeah. Like what an OG.
That is true. That is true. He's a legend.
Absolute thug.
And this is why we build.
Yeah. We build for people like him.
Just for Jerome.
Yeah, only for Jerome, man. No one else.
Literally, we do this for Jerome. I love that.
Oh. All right. Yeah, I think that's it.
I think so too. All right. Well, I guess we'll hopefully see Kieran later this week, and we'll get back to it.
All right. And I'll see you on Telegram.
All right. See you on TG. Peace out.
All right. Cheers.
What an incredible stream today, everyone. Thank you all for joining us. We really appreciate it. We have another amazing day of streams tomorrow, so we'll see you all back here tomorrow.